For many people, the day doesn't really truly begin until they've had a fresh cup of coffee or a latte or some drink of that sort. We might take for granted how fast we can walk into a coffee shop and order up a nice fancy coffee drink without really thinking about what goes into it and what kind of machinery is used. In the mid to late 19th century, cafes and coffee shops began to gain popularity all across Europe. As more and more of these little coffee shops and cafes sprung up across Europe, there was an issue at hand that everybody began to notice. It simply took far too long to brew a cup of coffee. In many cases, it would take 4 to 5 minutes to complete an order. Given that this was the age of steam, it was only a matter of time until someone would eventually find some way to implement steam power to brewing coffee faster. This man was Angelo Moriando of Italy. He was awarded with the first patented steam-powered coffee brewing machine. Unlike the fancy espresso machines we have today, this machine simply brewed large quantities of coffee quickly with pressurized hot water and steam. Moriando received his patent in 1884, but his machine was not very successful. Difficult to use and not extremely efficient, also plagued by poor publicity, the machine never took off, and all that remains of it is schematics and the idea that drove it to creation. Several years later, a man named Luigi Bizzarra came along. Bizzarra would take Moriando's machine as inspiration to create his own improved version. Bizzarra's machine would include vast improvements, some of which became industry standards that still stand today. Bizzarra implemented multiple brew heads, lower water temperatures, portafilters, and even invented the single-shot espresso technique, which is how we have been drinking espresso ever since. Bizzarra's machine worked circles around Moriando's, but faced a similar problem of poor publicity and difficulty to use. The machine required an open flame and was at times very wildly inconsistent, which is not good if you're trying to run a business.